YouTube, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Wise. Yo, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We about to get right to it, man. Make sure you like and drop a comment. You know what I mean? In today's video, this is part two. It's part two, man. Everything happens for a reason, man. Um, I've been meaning to drop this video for quite a while, man. Um, if you've seen the first one that I got, it's called Everything Happens for a Reason. You'll know what I'm talking about. So this is pretty much an add-on, man. And um, for the cats who follow me and my loyal subscribers, man. I was working for US Food at one point. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was my first food service company. And what happened with them is I got into like a minor accident. Excuse me, and it ended up firing me, man. It was kind of, in my eyes, I feel like it was kind of cold blooded. You know what I mean? Cause like they gave me 8 days. It was like, hey, we'll call you. We'll do an investigation, and we'll call you back. Now, if you're a working man like I am, you would think they're gonna call you like in a day or 2 or 3 days. They wait till 8 days on a 3-way call to call me and say, hey, we're gonna let you go. In their eyes, they felt like it could have been prevented, but I mean, everything happens for a reason, man. That's why it's called an accident, right? An accident is an accident. You know what I mean? But we made it. I actually went back to my old company where I started with when pause that. I went to the company that I started with as soon as I got my license, for CDL Class A. And I went back with them, worked there for like 3 months after, I had to leave Cisco. And, I was doing a little yard jockey thing, moving trailers here and there. Once in a while, if they needed me to run like overnight routes, I'll do it with no problem, right? But at that given time, when that accident happened, you know what I'm saying, I was sad, I was depressed, you know what I'm saying? I got off of YouTube. I took like a 3-month break off of YouTube because, I was embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it straight with y'all. I was a little embarrassed because you never thought something like that would happen to you. You know what I'm saying? That like, you work for a company, you put your heart and soul into the company. Within it, they will back you up when need be, and they didn't back me up. You know what I'm saying? Off this one time. And working for a food service company like US Foods, you start at schools, right? Y'all go ahead and meet Stella, man. We chilling tonight. You know what I mean? We chilling. So US Foods, right? You start off at schools. You start off at schools, 9 times out of 10, they leave you on schools for about a month and a half. But I'm an athlete first. I'm humble with it. At that time I was, I've never gone into food service. It was my first time getting to that type of, that business. And they put me in school for about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, until they realized like, yo, like this cat can run. You know what I'm saying? Like he understands the job. Like let's throw him out on, on business routes. And on Saturdays were pretty much the days where I got a chance to really like show myself, show out, I guess, per se. And time and time again, they realize like, yo, okay, let's go ahead and get my business route. Because when you do the schools route, you don't make as much money, but you make money. You know what I'm saying? To survive. And I was doing the business route for time and time. You know what I'm saying? For actually for a while, for about, I'll say about 3 months. And until I got that phone call, from US Food, like, hey, we really need your help. We noticed that you got double endorsement on your license. Can you help out and and be a shuttle driver for US Foods because such and such is sick, slash, buddy's on vacation. Can you help out? I'm like, sure, why not? I did it for my previous company for 11 months. I was, I'm experienced. Why not? So right off the bat, it took me off a day, and now I'm working a night shift. You know what I'm saying? 9 p.m. start time. So I'm helping out, doing my thing, doing my doubles, whatever like that. And I'm doing it smooth. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the yard on time and everything. You can see the veteran guy looking at me like, yo, like, who is this cat? You know, when I come in, when I would clock out, I'm saying in the morning, like, yo, who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he, why are you doing shuttles? And I pretty much, I didn't have to answer to nobody, but I explained to them, like, yo, um, you know, they took me off a day. Mind you, I just started. U.S. Food is based on seniority when it comes to getting certain routes. Excuse me, blase, blase. So if you know what I'm saying. So I would come in the morning, doing my little shuttle route. Better guys would look at me like, yo, like, what's your name, whatever. At the time, like, I'm not really friendly with everybody, but like, I'll just say, hey, yeah, I'm saying I just started, I got 4 months in, whatever. Like, okay, come to find out. And they know who they are, you know what I'm saying? Management, they came up to me like, hey, we'll go ahead and post it up in the break room that the shuttle position is open. I'm like, what for? Like, I've been doing it for all this time, so smooth. The drivers who's getting their loads from wherever I gotta drop it off, they're having no problem. I'm just running it smooth. Everything is going fine. And they said no. We're getting complaints that like from drivers, veteran drivers, that hey, they want that route. You know what I'm saying? I understand you helping out for us and you're doing it for us for that given time, but we need, they want somebody with seniority to steal it. So I got, it's only right for me to post it up in the break room and give everybody a chance to put their name on the list. So I would look at the list from time to time. 3 weeks went by. There's only about 6 people on the list. You know what I'm saying? And of course I put my name on the list. And that interview, that never came up to par, you know what I'm saying, to have that interview. Just because, like, as I was doing my thing, I got into, like I said, a minor accident. So that was that. Like I said, to put everything together from earlier what I said. So they called me and said, hey, after 8 days, we can no longer have you, can no longer work here. We're gonna have to let you go. So I went back to the company that I started with, a furniture company, right? So, like I said, I took 3 months off of YouTube. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. I was depressed. I was upset. I was very upset. And that's why I figured to make everything happens for a reason. Part two, I like to be real with my supporters out there. You know what I mean? So that happened. I was working at Bears for about I would say 3 to 4 months. You know what I'm saying? And the day that happened, that I got into that accident, I went home. Well, pause. The day that happened, came back to the U.S. Food Yard, DOT regulation, so I had to take automatic drug test, no problem. After that, came home. First thing I did was call my lawyer. I called my lawyer. I had to pay, I think it was like 160, like $200 to pray if they can get this off my license, the accident. Because from veterans, OGs, you know what I'm saying, that I was hearing that they're pretty much telling me that you have to wait a year to get with a bigger company, blah, 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 to get back in the food service. So I'm like, oh man, like, come on, it's gonna be a major setback, you know what I'm saying? But I never gave up. I always was persistent. And, I had guys around me that were still cheering me on, that actually watched me do this. I was like, yo, just stay focused. Um, Everything happens for a reason. Don't worry, your time will come again. So I was patient, right? Mind you, on that day where I got into the accident, took the drug test, called that lawyer, paid $200, you know what I'm saying, to handle that, to handle that accident. Um, there was no time on when they were gonna call me back. There was no time. There was no promises if they were gonna be able to clear that and get that off my license, like it never happened. There was no time frame. All I can do is wait. And on that same day, I applied for 2 companies, Cisco and Cheney Brothers. And it was like I was living in a dream. So every day I would go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at my first job that I started with, they had me as a yard jockey at that time because I actually, I was honest and I told them what happened. So they said it's cool. We can still use you. You can move trailers around the yard, right? Excuse me. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Meet Stella again. You know what I mean? They said we could still use you. You know what I'm saying? And you could be a yard jockey for the time being, because of your license. But I said, okay, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Bills still got to be paid, you know what I mean? So 3 months working there, after the accident, 3 months still working there at my first job. And what do you know, man? What do you know? Yo, 3 weeks ago, man, today is what, June 9th, I believe? No, today's June 10th. 3 weeks ago, man, I get a call from Cisco, yo. I get a call from Cisco, and I'm like, hey, do you still want to work? I said, yeah, of course. Came into the interview. They loved me. Took a driving test. They saw my experience, and they wanted to hire me. And the very next day, who do you think called me? Cheney Brothers, bro. Cheney Brothers, man. CBI. And I pretty much had an option. I put my right hand in. This is a true story, dog. That's why I had to make everything happen for a reason. Part 2. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, man. Like I said, Cisco called me. Cheney Brothers called me. Took the interview with Cisco. Took the driving test. They knew I had experience, prior from U.S. Food, so they know I can do the job. And I was like, wow. And the very next day, Cheney Brothers called me, and I spoke to the manager that, hey, we can still use you, but I was already committed to Cisco. You know what I'm saying? So to fast forward to that, the very 2 days after that, I'm like, how in the hell did Cisco and Cheney Brothers call me? I still have an accident report on my license. So something just told me to call my lawyer and see, just to get an update. You know what I'm saying? And they've been doing this for 2.5 months. 2.5 months. So I called him. I'm like, hey, he said, what's your name? I told him my name. What's your case number? Read them the case number. And they said, you're Shane? I said, yeah. He's like, did you get my email? I said, what email? Your email. So I went on my Gmail and I checked it, man. And they got that accident off my license, baby. It's like it never happened. You know what I mean? I've been driving for a year and a half. I've never ever got into an accident. And for something so small like that, you know what I'm saying? I was still surprised that they were able to get it done, but they got it done. And that's pretty much the reason for this video, man. I'm accident free. It's like I said before, and pretty much in the first video. New journey, it's a different name, man. You know what I'm saying? We rocking with Cisco. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. It's a new journey, new name, new adventure. But it's still the same grind, baby. It's still the same grind. And I made this video because I wanted to let people know that don't ever give up on your dreams, man. If you want to be a food service driver, be a food service driver. You want to get that CDL license, get that CDL license, man. If you want to change the world, change the world. You can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a voice now. We're in 2021. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak up, man. Speak your mind. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is entitled to an opinion. You know what I mean? So, in this video is pretty much about U.S. Foods, man. You know what I'm saying? My new journey with Cisco. I had an opportunity with Cheney Brothers. I chose Cisco. And, that was my decision that I made. Nobody told me to go left. Nobody told me to go right. It was all up to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I did it by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble with it. If you know me, I'm always going to be humble with it. And Like I said, if you're new to the channel, man, if you like the story, because this is a true story that happened, I'm officially, Cisco affiliated. Comment, like, subscribe. Like I always say, man, if I can do it, you can damn sure do it, man. With the obstacles, with the trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you're going through, man, you can do this, man. For the people that's thinking about getting a CDL license, yo, this is the best time to get your CDL license in 2021, going forward. This is the best time. They need drivers all over the world. You talking over the road, you talking local trucking, you talking food service, anything, you name it. Right now is the best time to get that CDL license. I'm even speaking for the ladies out there, because I know y'all can drive those big rigs. You know what I'm saying? Get on, man. Get in when you fit in. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Wise, man. Can't get no wiser than this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace and love, man. We out here, baby. Let's get it.